use my later shift again, and then I'll go to no, not magic. The other one, Kempner.
Okay, why?
Tell the angels the portal is closed.
They already left.
I don't know that.
So you arrive at Kempner, and there's no one there. And it doesn't even look like even the cathedral thing that was supposed to be their headquarters, even that's gone. So they left almost no trace that there was any sort of angels in this spot. What's left is the ghost town. You know, that set of ruins that you had last time you were here. So now what? I mean, like, it seems like the angels already knew that the hell portal had closed, and they decided to return. Where either they returned, they left, or something else.
I'm going to try to figure out what they did. Or
why? Or what do you mean by what they did? What do you mean what they did?
If they just up and left, back to where they came from, or if something else happened.
What are you going to use to figure that out?
First of all, I'm gonna try to use detect magic to specifically try to locate portal magic. That's not mine.
Why would that locate a portal?
The portal magic residue, not actual.
Portal magic residue? Deadly, dude. Do portals leave residue?
I have no clue.
Because that doesn't sound like something that happens. I thought portals were supposed to be like just there and blends in with the normal magic around the area.
Yeah, I think all spells leave some like faint aura that they were cast, but that's about it.
Yeah, but how long has it been since he's been at this camp? Like, isn't it like the amount of time it would take for the aura to persist is like 24 hours before it balances out again, right?
I have been there like 4 hours ago.
Okay. Well, then cast Arcana, I guess. Okay, so there is faint magic, but you can't really discern which. More so because there's some sort of weird background noise around this place.
Background noises.
It's not background noises, I mean like background magical effects. It's like it feels like there's been a lot of spell casting in this area.
Oh, right. I'll just wait till my portal is go back to the fortress.
So that's 2 hours passed. Okay, so now what? Where are you going now?
Yes. Back to sitting down and watching away from the fortress.
Yeah, so you're back to where you started.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Start?
Okay.
Did you want anything?
Maybe like snacks, like Cheetos or something. Okay. Alright. So you're back at the fortress, which is slowly being built up by your new peon, Barku-Unk. And it is progressing rapidly. I mean, number one, they have better materials than you thought. Like, you know, he can summon up different metals that I don't know if you even heard of some of them.
Probably not.
It's like, but these tools are like, they're very efficient. Like, you hit it once and you can clear large patches of ground. Along with, he's bringing, like, he's almost like a crazy alchemist. He's bringing up devices and machines that you've never seen before.
They work. I mean,
Oh, so. So, you return and there's a lot of noise. I mean, there's machinery going around, there's excavation happening, lava pockets are being uncovered and sealed, and slowly the groundwork is being set down. So, I mean, so you're just sitting there watching all this happen. You're going to be sitting there for like 24 hours just watching the fortress be built?
I'm basically not watching to the fortress, I'm watching away from the fortress.
You're doing what?
I'm sitting with my back to the fortress.
Okay, so you're just going to watch the landscape for 24 hours.
I'm kind of sunken in my own thoughts.
Why are you watching okay, so you're just going to sit there in meditation while all this stuff is happening in the background.
Basically.
So we're okay with this. We're good with accelerating 24 hours.
Yeah, he's not really going to do anything else. So.
Alright. I do not actually have a fortress paired for this particular one because many of the maps we have used for the fortress have been used before. So if I were to use a map, it'd probably be something we've already seen. That is always the bigger problem with these. There's only so many fortress maps I can use.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm going to have to do this the hard way, which is I'm going to have to browse the internet for it. Or the internet could give me exactly what I was looking for, because usually it does. Alright, let's see how this goes. And like I just said, it's like I'm a bit clocked out of this campaign just because, there's not much. We're wrapping up. We have this week, and then we have next week, and then that's it. We're done.
Then onwards to the future we go.
Yeah, then onwards to future exploits. And I really get what Elzor was saying. It's like, yeah, the excitement has wound down dramatically. Which means, yeah, we've extended our time frame a little too long. We went 4 months. We should have just gone 3. Okay, so let me get rid of, because I have to. Shit, I had to rotate this. Let me set the dimensions so I can actually see it a little better. I don't know, we all felt like finishing this campaign, but it feels like, yeah, we're kind of just half-assing it a little bit. It doesn't sound like we really want to be here. It sounds like we're ready to move on. We probably should have just random this. So, put that in the corner. Maybe make that a little bigger. Nah, that'll do for now. So 24 hours passes, and slowly but surely you hear that the construction work is starting to die down. And then, Barku Unk he steps to your side and he kind of bows. It's like, Master, your fortress is ready for your appraisal.
Less long than expected, actually.
Say what?
Less long than expected, actually.
It's like, I say what I mean, Master. So he just turns around and he, points at the fortress.
Take a look at the fortress.
I mean, are you taken aback at all? It's perched atop, it's like they redirected the lava, so now it's in a moat of lava, and there's a giant black citadel on top of the lava lake.
I'm not really struck by it because I kind of ordered it like that.
Okay, so it's like you don't have any sort of awe. You're just this is what you were expecting.
Yep.
It's like no, it's and he looks at it. It's like you seem unimpressed.
I am impressed that you got it done so quickly.
It's like, but the fortress is not to your liking.
Oh, it is. Sorry if it didn't came off like that.
Say what?
Sorry if it didn't look that way. Exactly how I wanted it to be.
It's like, of course.
I'm not surprised by the size of it.
It's like, then we didn't do very good of a job now, did we? We should have exceeded your expectations, not just do it exactly. But I was given orders to give exactly this, and this is what I gave you. It's like, I'm going to have to get used to that. Your people, they do exactly what you want them to do, never above, never exceeding. It seems kind of uninteresting. It's like, but I shall not hold you. I have places to be. So, and he puts his hands behind his back, which he has multiple limbs, so he's putting them all behind his back as he's walking towards the fortress.
At this point, I summon Abatu.
Okay. Your mic is starting to slowly trail down to no volume.
Great.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting.
Normally it should.
Yeah, normally it shouldn't, but it's like, it's starting to slowly, like, I've had my volume hasn't changed at all. Let me double check the internal settings on the TeamSpeak.
Could not do
Because
that.
things keep changing because they updated something, and now it's like, nope, I can't raise you guys any further without clipping.
But my PC also doesn't change anything right now, so it's probably just me.
Okay. Yeah, your volume's a little low. Not too low, but it's like, it's kind of hard. I'm straining to hear.
Does this help?
No? It's about the same.
What? How the fuck is that the same?
Okay, now it's a little better.
I was about to say.
It's because you're speaking so softly as well that it's like, it's not really picking up too well.
I can't really speak too loud.
Yeah, you can't speak too loudly, obviously, but you can raise your own volume. Slightly, at least.
I can try to raise it a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Is this okay? Or
Yeah, that's better.
Alright. At this point, I summon Abatu.
Okay, so... I mean, what do you expect from him at this point?
I'm basically summoning him to get an idea if we still have to wait to take over hell.
And so... It's like, and he shakes his head, it's like, you could try right now, but you would likely die, and you would be stuck in hell, suffering the same death hundreds of times over. So no, you're not ready to face hell.
Well, I guess I'll just have to conquer the remaining demons in this realm then.
It's like, you don't have to conquer a thing. Most demons have heard of your exploits in this land and are willing to join you out of just a bid for power.
Wait, you are saying humans?
Say what?
Did you just say humans?
It's
Or
like,
did I
no. I
hear
said
wrong?
demons.
Hmm.
What, am I the one breaking up now?
No, I just probably misheard you.
Yeah, you did. Oh, because you just walked out. Your whole game just died.
Yeah, you did. How do I get demons to decide then?
How do you get demons to the... Wait, what?
How do I get demons to this side of the two realms?
Yeah, so... It's like, why don't you go inside and explore your fortress first, then we'll talk. So, and it's like he's already disappearing.
Oh well. I guess I'll just have to.
Because it's like, because really think of what you're doing. You're talking to him and you haven't given him any new information. You're just asking him more questions. And so it's like, he's getting sick of just questions. Like, give me something new here. I don't, it's like what's the word? You're hammering your head against a rock, and you keep summoning him again, and you keep telling him that you're still hammering like the same rock with your head again for the second time. So he's like, all right, where's the new part of this? Because currently you're not ready to face hell, and then you call him again, and you're still not ready to face hell. You haven't really done any prep to really, like, do you really understand hell, how it works, or any of that? It's like you haven't done any sort of research. You're beating your head against a rock. And hoping that the rock breaks.
Can I catch up to Barku Unk? Or is he already inside?
He's well within the fortress.
Right. I'll just walk in on my own.
So you see, like, there's a procession of like 20 guards. They're just imps dressed in armor. But you see that their heads kind of bow, but they have a variety of weapons. Like, some of them have daggers, some of them have swords, some of them have pole arms, maces. You know, the strange variety of weapons. Okay, what you do notice is on their right shoulder they have what looks like it's a cut down version of what your gauntlet has as a face. So it's a Batu's face, like metals hammered into their shoulder.
Why do you guys have that on your shoulder?
It's like it is the symbol of the master. Yeah, we wear it with pride.
Alright. As I walk past it.
Because you never gave them a symbol, so they decided to use what symbol they saw most, which is the gauntlet's face.
Yeah, probably. So, what is this area dressed out to be?
Okay, so what you see a bunch of imps training like they're actually doing combat drills. There's a few other different demons there. You see some larger ones. Interestingly enough, like some of them, like a little while ago, were your enemies. Like you see that there's a few frost demons in there. There's some of those whatever the gargoyle demons. There's even some glabs in there. You know, these things. There's at least two of those in there.
One of the ones I ate, probably.
Yeah, so...
I just walk on through to see what the rest of the fortress looks like.
Say what?
To see how they arrange the rooms and such.
It's like, why, though?
Just so I know the layout of my own fortress.
Okay.
Because the outside looks exactly like I asked for, but the inside could change.
Yeah, so, I don't know, you didn't actually specify what the inside should look like.
Yeah,
you just said what the fortress should look like.
That's why I'm walking through the fortress to see how everything is laid out.
Okay, so... Then the top part, like above that is the dormitory. It's right where there's some sleeping demons there. It seems they're pretty normal. They seem like regular foot soldiers.
Because I'll just walk on through to the next corridor.
A part of me really doesn't want to do this, because I have to basically make up rooms on the fly. And then later on it will say that the fortress is not set up correctly, because I didn't have time to actually set the fucking thing up. But at the same time, it's like, why do I even care? This fortress isn't going to be here in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, true.
It's gonna be shelved like everything else.
I'm guessing this is the throne room, or whatever room it is, since it is the
The
largest.
throne room is that big flame thing in the center.
Oh. And what is this room made for?
Yeah, so you see, you enter that room and you see a lot of contraptions and gizmos that really don't make sense to you. I mean, you couldn't even begin to fathom what half of them do. Then you see in the center of it, Barkunk is working on some things.
I guess this is your laboratory?
It's like, this is a workshop, not a laboratory.
Workshop, laboratory, all the same to me.
It's like, no, they are not. I'm no scientist. I'm an engineer. I create things. It's like scientists study things. So, it's like, of course I wouldn't expect you to know the difference. You are neither.
Yeah.
So, he speaks in a matter of fact, but you can tell there's like a bit of a sarcastic and hostile tone to it.
So tell me more about hell.
And it's like, I don't think I should.
Why not?
It's like, because I know what your plan is. I know you plan to try and conquer Hell. You're going to take on the High Lord of Hell, destroy his fortress and his guards. It's like, because they won't bend to your will. What High Lord of any degree would want to bend to the will of someone like you?
Well,
It's like, no, every highborn demon would rather die to the man, or die to the demon, than surrender to you. Their pride is that great. It's like we're talking millions of demons who would rather be put to the sword than allow someone like you to take the throne. So, it's like, and those demons don't stay dead either. Hell just brings them back. You'd be fighting an infinite horde of millions of demons.
and why would... And what's the reason they wouldn't let me sit on the throne?
It's like, obvious reasons. You are a half-breed. You are not a full demon. And even if you were to become a full demon, you would be an abomination. You were not born a demon. You were not bred a demon.
And you know this how?
It's like, because I've worked for many of them. Having a source of infinite power, many demons would seek my allegiance. It's like, why do you question why I know what I know? You are the one who knows nothing.
I'm just asking, how do you, or why do you think I never been a full demon?
It's like, because you aren't. It's like, you are a creature of another land. You are a creature of another dimension. You were never born a demon, nor are you a demon now. It's like, even now you are an abomination. You are a hybrid of demon and mortal.
So how are you sure that I never was born a demon?
It's like, how are you so sure that you were born a demon?
Who's to say I wasn't?
It's like, hell, for one. Hell would recognize its own. It's like, plus you wouldn't be standing here having this conversation. You would be in hell trying to fight for dominance right about now.
Well,
You wouldn't be asking how to get to hell. You would already know how to get there. You wouldn't be worrying about the hierarchy because you already know how the hierarchy works. It's like, these are what a pure-born demon would know. It's like, and if you were a pure-born demon, you wouldn't have to worry about the hierarchy because you would already be part of it.
but I was born outside of hell.
Say what?
I was born outside of hell.
It's like, so you're not a true-born demon. True-born demons are born in hell.
what if my parents got themselves thrown out of hell, even though they were...
It's like, I see where you're trying to go with this, and the answer is no. I've done some digging. I know who you are, where you came from, and everything else about you. And I can already assure you that no matter how much I try to spin the story, you are not part of Hell's armies.
No, said I was.
It's like, neither were your parents. Your parents were a tribal clan in another dimension. It's like, I'm very sure that puts you out of Hell's list.
Actually, now I'm curious. How does the ruler of hell get replaced?
It's like, there's either two options. Either the demon is, it's like, either the demon decides to give up the position willingly, which never usually happens, or the demon is defeated. It's like, but that's besides the point. Even if you defeat him, they would never recognize your rule. Every pureblood demon would stand against you.
Yeah, like you thought you would stand against me.
It's like I don't hold it under the illusion that I'm high up the totem pole. But your domination gauntlet won't work on the higher lords, on the higher demon lords.
Not yet.
So it's like, no, not ever. Where do you think those were created? Where do you think the technique comes from? It's like, you are using power they created. Your Batu, the one you serve, is using highborn demon powers. It's like, and you say they can't stop you. It's like, they know how you operate. They know how the gauntlet works. You think you're going to try and deceive them with their own tricks that they created?
I've never claimed to do that.
Okay. It's like, yet you're trying to make that argument to me now. It's like, and so like he goes back to work, and it's like, next time do your homework before you start talking to me about what I know, and what you should know. It's like, unless you have something I need to be doing.
No.
So, it's like, then I would ask you nicely to leave, Lord. You're distracting me.
At that point, I just walk out to the throne room, open up a portal to halfway, and walk through.
Okay. I mean, clearly Barkung thinks that you're doomed to fail. That's like hundreds, if not thousands of others have tried exactly what you have, and many of them have died, or have been trapped in hell and are dying eternally. So it's like, many have tried to do exactly what you've done before, and none of them have really succeeded. And plus, like you said, that's the Highborn's power. They created the gauntlet. They created that bond.
Yeah, but who's to say I won't change the process of it working somehow?
You barely researched the thing. Like I said, like he's under the impression you're a person that will hammer your head against a rock. So he's already got doubts about you succeeding in this endeavor. Okay, Say is not there. She's gone. Alright, so now what? You're at halfway.
I would have probably just walked through the front door towards the bar and ordered me a drink.
Okay, so you have your drink, now what?
Guess I'll just see what everyone else is up to.
Well, you still got that conundrum you have to deal with. Everyone else seems to be just talking and chilling, because like they normally do. It's because it's like they want to some of them want to celebrate, but most of them are like vigilant. Because they know it's gonna. I'll wait till Earthroot gets in the channel. Like, I won't say hi yet, because we don't even know if he's gonna fully be here. He's got shit going on, so I'm not gonna hold my breath if he can't stick around for long enough. It's like, and we're trying to get to. It's like, so now what? You're just at the bar getting a drink. So.
You got any advice on?
No.
I asked the bartender.
So. On advice on what?
On females in general.
It's like, she's not even gonna get anywhere near that. It's like, that's your problem. It's like, you know how many people approach me asking for relationship advice? Too many.
I'm not asking for relationship advice. I'm just asking.
It's like then I'm definitely not going to tell you, because that's just, you're not even looking at them as people at that point. You're just looking at them as objects.
No, I am looking at them as people.
It's like, then treat them as people. You don't need to know about females. You just need to treat them as people. It's like, it's like, talk to them. It's like, that is the first step. And if you can't do that, then you might as well just not even have any sort of significant other. It's like, if you can't talk to them, then there's an issue.
At that point, I just like get up and walk over to some of them.
So their attention is like arrested, and they all start gathering around. And Chester kind of leaves the table when he realizes something's about to go down. It's pretty much everyone's staring at you, and even Mest. Like, Mest is like, she's kind of getting amused. It's like, looks like he's got stage fright. Looks like he's got stage.
No, like, keep hearing I should talk to you guys.
It's like, and Shal's immediately like, so you're just doing what you're told to do.
No, I also get a feeling I have to do this.
It's like, but still, you probably wouldn't have bothered if you weren't told.
I wouldn't have known if I wasn't told.
Okay, so, it's like, that's the point exactly. It's like, you have to be told to do it. You don't know it.
How am I supposed to know stuff I never had happen or never needed to know about?
It's like, study or something? I don't know. So, and Oyas is the one who's like, it's like, wait a minute. You've never dated anyone before?
No. Never.
And so, and Oyas just like sits back down, and she's like chuckling to herself. And Shal's like, she kind of rolls her eyes. And it's like, yeah. Just, I kept telling her, but she wanted to hear it from you, I guess. So yeah, I told her he wasn't going to stick around for long.
Well, now I've said it myself, so...
And so, like, they're just, I guess you're just sitting there. It's just, they don't know what you're trying to say, and they're not going to give you any hints.
What do you guys want to talk about with me?
It's like, and Mest kind of like, she gives you the eye, like, we already talked about this. Like, the rest of them are just not saying anything.
At that point, I just try to change the subject. Because
So, Shell immediately, like, shuts you down. It's like, no, you're not changing the subject. Because if you change the subject, we're never going to get back to this point. So, no, we got to figure this out, and we got to figure it out here and now. So, and there's a general nod of agreement from everyone. It's like, we got to figure this out now. This is not something we could just table.
Then please elaborate on what we have to figure out now.
It's like, so Mest is the one who, like, points it out to you. It's like, you have to pick. Who's going to be your most significant? And so, oh yes, like, gets up off the table. It's like, see, I knew this was going to be a waste of time. I'm out of here. And so Ogre's the one who, like, basically lifts her by the head and puts her back in her seat.
You guys are asking me to choose between one of you six.
And so no one answers. But Mest is like giving, like, she's leaning on the table and she's giving you that look. It's like, we talked about all this and you don't seem to be, like, you still seem in the dark about it, like you're avoiding it or something.
I'm just gonna finish my sentence. Like, I don't even know every one of you.
It's like,
how is one?
And Shell's like, but yeah, you slept with half of us, if not most of us.
But that is true.
It's like, and Shell is like, and if I had my way, it would be me. I would choose myself. And so, and Tracy's the one who's like, hey, we didn't agree on that. We thought we said it'd be a fair challenge. And so Ogre's the one who's getting up and leaving this time. It's like, me no care be important. Me have what we came for. So she just sits down at another table. It's like, alright, we'll let you guys figure that out. And so Oyas is like, and I have no interest in being your most significant, so I'm out of here as well. And Mest is like, I don't either. I'm just sticking around just to see how this goes.
I'm just facepalming at the fact that Oyas and Ogre were just making it worse by also sitting there when I had to choose between only three. Basically.
Well, they didn't know fully what was going on, I take it. So since Xiao pointed it, I think everybody was a bit confused. And since Xiao pointed it out, it's like, all right, so I guess they don't care, so they're out of there. So, And Mest is like sitting at the corner of the table. It's like, so it's down to 3. It's like, should I elaborate?
Depends on what you are going to say.
It's like, why thank you, I will. And so she starts, her hands start moving in weird gestures, and you see images are showing. And it's like, first up is Tracy. You met her back in the plague jungles, a long time ago. Who's echoing? Let's find out. That would be Stare. You're getting some feedback.
How though?
I don't know. Okay, so it's like, you met her back in the plague top jungles.
That's just my headset, probably.
It's like, you guys have been through a lot together. You're both cannibalistic. It's like, she has a habit of... And then, like, Tracy's like, up, just like, don't go there. It's like, right, And she just smiles wickedly. It's like, she has a habit of coiling around you when she feels insecure, or when she needs comfort. And so Shal just does a sideways glance at Tracy. It's like, then we have Shal. She's recent to this party. It's like, as you know, she's a doppelganger, I think. And she looks at you, it's like, you do know she's a doppelganger, right?
Yeah, she told me that.
It's like, I guess it's love at first sight, I would say. Or rather, love at first intercourse, if we want it to be literal. It's like, and Mest is like, he's looking at you, it's like, and that's where we get to Thorin. Did you know that you have domination powers? Even over females?
Yes, I do, and I refuse to use them.
It's like, oh, but I think you have already.
Not intentionally, then.
It's like, of course you didn't do it intentionally. Like you said, you wouldn't do that to them, but you may have done it unintentionally.
At that point, I shout in my head, like, damn it, Batu.
It's like, oh no, it's not a Batu's doing. It's like, because if you recall back, and like, you know, she's saying in a knowing way, it's like, if you recall back in the day, that was the way you share all of your knowledge with another being. By exposing them to your soul. It's like, well, to put it honestly, because you've exposed them to your soul, they may have been influenced by you, unconditionally. It's like, oh, don't feel bad about it. I mean, it happens to the best of us sometimes.
Apparently.
It's like, and you can undo that. If you really wanted to. And that's where the real argument comes in. But let's get to the last one. It's like, then you have Dawn. Dawn, your loyal companion. She's been with you since you started this adventure. Since the very beginning. It's like, and for now you seem to have an issue with being with her. Why is that?
Not really thought about that.
It's like, well, then you have something to think about.
But then again, I don't really have the time to think about it.
It's like, oh, I believe you do. It's like, because we're not like, and she makes it pretty. It's like, because we're not leaving this table until you figure it out.
Exactly my point.
It's like, Mess is like, do you want me to draw names out of a hat or something?
No. Because knowing you would draw Dawn somehow.
And it's like, oh, you wound me. It would be a random draw. I don't stack the deck.
Yes, you do.
It's like, okay, maybe I do.
I haven't even known you that long, and I know you that good.
It's like, well, it's not like I'm hiding it.
Exactly the point of knowing it.
So.
But if I really had to choose right now on the spot, I would probably choose either Tracy or Shaw.
It's like, and she's... and Dawn looks a little disappointed, but, you know, just kind of... Dawn's not trying not to show it. Even Tracy, like, she looks over Shell's shoulders like, why? Why did you do that? It's like, you just dismissed her like that? It's like, I've been with Dawn too. I mean, she's a loyal companion. I would agree with if she ended up the first. But, I mean, why? Why did you just dismiss her like that?
I don't...
It's like, and Xiao's like, alright, apparently there's some things we need to, like, figure out first before this continues. So, first of all, it's like she's pointing at you, it's like, you anti-curse now.
Anti-curse who?
It's like us. You know.
Well, why again?
And she just is like, never mind.
We already did this how many times?
It's like, that was for something else.
Anti-curse works on everything.
It's like, never mind, just forget it.
Why bring it up in the first place?
It's like, she just doesn't say anything after that point.
Well, I guess I'll just have to do that then.
Wait, you'll have to what?
I'll just have to anti-curse them.
Okay, so why exactly? Like, she didn't even tell you the reason why she needed that.
Apparently she thinks that I'm just gonna anti-curse all four of us.
Yeah, so Mess sees that you're going to. It's like, no, I don't think I need it.
No, not Mist. I mean, Tracy, Shell, me, and Don.
Okay, so cast it. Okay, so overall, not much happens. I mean, like, a little bit here and there, maybe a slight adjustment, but we're not talking anything big.
So, what were you expecting to happen?
It's like just wondering if there was anything else that was happening, but no, apparently not. This is just a real complicated issue. And Tracy looks at Shal and says, you know, not everything is down to magic or sorcery. And Shal's like, she just shrugs, like, here's hoping, but I guess it wasn't. And Shal just looks at you, it's like, so that's your choice. So you're going to choose either one of us, and you're not. Dawn is just out of the equation completely?
As a relationship companion, yes. As a close friend, no.
It's like we're not talking about close friends. So for this, it's like, and she sighs. It's like, why are you adding variables? It's like, we're trying to keep this simple. We're not trying to recomplicate this.
Just making sure that she gets the whole thing.
Yeah, so Dawn is still looking sad, but she kind of gets, she obeys. Well, it's like, so Tracy's like, well, I'm not going to give up, and Shal's like, well, I'm not going to give up either, so you're going to have to pick. And they both look at you, it's like, just, who are you going to pick?
Hmm.
What's you guys' vote? Do you want to cut it after this week, or do you want to keep going to the next week? Because it seems like the fun has powdered out quite a bit. What do you guys think?
No, we should. We said that we were gonna finish it, so we should.
Yeah, we have a choice. We have the ability to choose. That's why I'm asking the vote again.
I think we still need the extra week to finish up all the assets. Like in.
That is next week, though. Like.
What?
It's like the extra week. I don't know. Why do we need an extra week to finish up the assets again? Because we've had so much time already.
Because not everyone's finished. Some people haven't even started.
Yeah, Jangan, you're in that boat.
Oh, hi guys.
Yeah, you haven't really started your sheet.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to work on my concept. I really have no idea what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Be a mage.
Yeah, stop influencing the bee things.
Worry.
Oh, thank.
Yeah, if you can help, just are you even on throughout the week?
Sorry?
Are you even on throughout the week?
Well, usually not on most weeks, but this week just suddenly got very freed up, so.
Okay. So that's usually a no. Alright. So your rationale is because we said we were going to do it, we're going to run this pretty much dead campaign for another week.
Well, there are a lot of things that still haven't been closed off.
Doesn't matter. It's like the excitement value has. We're just now. It's become a chore. It's not so much a excitement.
It's not a chore to me.
So this is not a chore to you, Thorin. Do you feel the same thing?
I'm still enjoying the campaign. It's just this is a really hard part in the campaign itself.
Yeah, no shit. So, I mean, what are you doing this? They're basically telling you to choose.
At this point, Thorn is just taking a breath, like under his breath, say like, "I choose Shal."
So, and Tracy's like utterly devastated by that choice. Like, you see that she just, like, her shoulders slump and she's just, like, she's sitting there and she's just, So, and Shal, like, she looks at Tracy and she feels really bad. And it's like, maybe we should give you more time to think about that.
Do you guys want an answer now? You got an answer.
So it's like then she looks at Tracy, and Tracy's like she's like pushing Shell out of the way, and she's like slithering past slowly. But yeah, it's like she definitely she didn't want to hear that. And it's like then Shell just like she's looking around. It's like, now I feel bad that I actually did win that. And Mess is the one across the table. It's like, see, I told you no good would have come from it. No, you persisted. You wanted to be greedy. You wanted him all to yourself. And now look at the consequences. I told you at the beginning, did I not?
Don't make this any worse, Mess.
It's like, this all could have been avoided. Maybe now she'll listen to me.
No, it couldn't have. I even saw it coming. Without you helping me.
So it's like, and that's why I could have drawn that. It's like that's why I was offering to draw the choice from a hat.
Still, someone would have been hurt.
It's like, still, I'm curious. Why did you choose Shell over her? I mean, Shell's relatively new here. What does she have that Tracy does not? Is it because she's more human? Ish?
First of all, why do you care again?
That's like curiosity.
Yeah, I'm not gonna feed that.
It's like, then I don't have to feed yours either. But unlike you, I won't be starving for information.
I can always ask other people.
It's like, very well.
Because you got yours from other people as well, so...
It's like, and she just does a wicked smile, and she brings up a hand. You see the spiders crawling across it. She likes one of them stops on her palm, and she pets it. It's like, the spiders tell me everything after all.
Yeah, but where did the spiders get their information from? Other people.
So it's like, somebody has to do the groundwork.
Yeah, true.
So it's like, and she kind of pouts. It's like, well, fine. If you feel like that's how you want to be, then I guess I'm no longer needed here.
You're the one who basically kept pushing it. Problem.
It's like, yes, but you seem to now have grown. I guess my presence is now sour to you, so I guess I'll be on my way. So, and she, like, you see, like, her back legs are tracing a portal into the ground, and she's walking backwards into it. But as she's leaving, she says, I know all of your secrets, Thorin. All of them. It's like, just hope that I don't feel like parting my words with some of your enemies.
What are my enemies good with the information you have?
It's like, and so she has a wicked smile as she's entering the portal. Uh-oh. Well.
Yeah, my...
Yep, roll 20 just crashed completely.
Oh, it's the whole of Roll20.
Say what?
Never mind. I thought it was only mine.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole system just crashed. What the hell are the chances?
It happened last week as well. I mean...
What the hell?
Has been doing that.
What's been going on with them?
Last weeks.
Roll20, thanks, we all appreciate it.
Yep.